I'm... Oh, God! Oh! Oh, God. Oh, God, why? Oh, my legs! I can't feel my legs! Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh! Oh! Oh, God! Oh, get out of your box! Oh, no! Something to grab onto! Oh, God! Oh, this is it, I'm going! Oh, I'm going! Oh, that might help me. Oh, God! Okay. Alright. Okay. 3, 2. Oh. Hi, I'm Cheezi, and I don't have an intro or a second lung. That's why, for me, running is at the top of the list of things that I will never do under any circumstances. Yeah, as you can see, I'm a very well-rounded individual, probably because I don't exercise. But for me, fortunately, there is a way for me to flesh out my fleet-footed fantasies.
Running.
Why would I want this?
Video games.
This is better.
Running and video games go together like ice cream and sad people.
Damn it!
The video game run is a staple of the genre. Video games as an interactive medium have featured all manner of ways to engage, and one of the most common of those, dating all the way back to 1980 with the original Pac-Man, was a character's ability to move across the screen. Now, while not technically a run, it was quickly followed up by the first ever iteration of the gaming icon, Mario Jumpman Mario, with the Donkey Kong game released in 1981. This character, with his running and diving from platform to platform, all in an attempt to save his damsel from the big bad monkey on top. Guys, it's not plagiarism, okay? It's called a mirage.
Oh, fuck. It's homage. You perma-prepubescent, perverted, curdled,
was iconic and drew crowds of people, quarters at the ready, all wanting to put on the pixelated platform boots of Mr. Mario. The public loved controlling a character with legs.
I mean, who wouldn't love these things? I have 4 of them!
And so a grand tradition of relatable video game protagonists with legs and the ability to use them began.
No, that's the wrong one. No! That's even sillier than the other. No! Hold it right there!
Too much of anything.
Now, I know what you must be asking at this point. Well, with such a robust history of running being a prominent element in video games, how has it evolved? Also, did you really chop off your own hands and sew feet to your wrists for a stupid bit?
With the modern video game landscape being predominantly concerned with enhancing realism in most cases, the fast-paced mascots of the past have been relegated to their own genre. And the gritty gamer guys and gals of the modern age, if they do have a dedicated run button, seem to conflate run with briskly shuffle your way in a direction. And don't even get me started on stamina bars.
Why would I want this?
Some games, however, like a diamond in the rough or a Q in a bowl of alphabet soup,
Finally, some representation.
stand out amongst the rest and manage to make running in video games fun again. One of my favorite examples is that of Mirror's Edge. Released in 2008, this game has you strap on the Converse sneakers of faith, a member of a secret society of runners in a nondescript dystopian society. What's more interesting than the rather pedestrian plot... Get it? Pedestrian? Because she's wearing sneakers, is how they utilize Faith's occupation to create a satisfying and intricate gameplay loop involving rooftop parkour. The gameplay is entirely focused on chaining parkour moves together in satisfying ways. Wall running, sliding under low obstacles, swinging from poles, and leaping from tall heights to improvised landing pads below.
See, I tried to do that once before, and now I only have 2 working left.
Each level is a carefully constructed series of seemingly random rooftop structures designed to make each situation approachable in completely different ways. And I find myself coming back to the game again and again, simply by nature of it being an incredibly well-structured and entertaining way of navigating the game environment. It just feels so great to swing your way across concrete rooftops, diving from building to building, jumping onto helicopters, and dodging gunfire as you slide down the smooth sheen of a glass wall. There's combat in the game as well, sure, but that's hardly a focus, as you're encouraged to run from fights rather than actually get in them.
So unrealistic.
There's a moment where you navigate across a set of scaffolding and a man steps around the corner. If you jump kick him, he goes flying off the edge and plummets to the ground below like some kind of loser. It's moments like that where you realize that everything about this game is focused solely on navigation and using the environment to your advantage. Can you disarm a man and use his assault rifle to gun down a group of bad guys? Absolutely! Or you could slide kick a guy, uppercut him, and then bounce up a wall to safety, avoiding the majority of the enemies entirely, which is actually, except in select sections, exactly what the game expects you to do. You're a runner, not a fighter, and the game is perfectly designed to facilitate that playstyle while allowing for multiple ways to solve each problem that's presented to you with its plethora of parkour moves that are at Faith's disposal.
Look, I love evil governments. But I'm gonna need a more compelling reason to run in my video games. Thank you very much. That'll do it.
Dying Light perfectly combines the parkour systems of games like Mirror's Edge with the survival horror trappings of modern zombie games. You play as Martin Walker, a no-nonsense military man with a past and a mission that involves dropping him into enemy territory with nothing but his wits and his training to see him through.
Hello?
Oh, thank God. You have no idea how horrible it is in there.
In where?
Inside my void. Whenever you hang up the phone, I enter into an eternal, liminal space of darkness and silence. A vacuous pocket dimension where there is no escape. I spiral downwards into a sea of unending silence. The cacophony of voices in my head telling me that this is it. This is all that waits for us when we die. I stare into this void and the waking nightmare, and the voices stare back, and I scream, but no one can hear me. And then you pick up the phone and I feel a wave of relief wash over me. You are my God, my everything. And I yearn for the moment when I can speak to you again, because it means I no
I think you have the wrong number.
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna hang up now.
Please, God, don't hang up. It's me, Phone Girl.
Oh, hi. How's it going?
How are you?
Well, I don't have hands anymore.
Then how did you pick up the phone?
I agree, the logic really doesn't track.
Well, I wanted to let you know that you got the name wrong.
Huh?
Kyle Crane is the protagonist of Dying Light, just like me and Phone Guy. Kyle Crane and Martin Walker are from completely different pieces of media. They're not the same.
Oh, okay. Cool. Was there anything else?
Other than the eternal torment that is my existence? Not really.
Okay, cool. Take care. Bye.
Wait, please! Ah!
You play as Kyle Crane, a no-nonsense military man with a past and a mission that involves dropping him into enemy territory with nothing but his wits and his training to see him through. He swiftly figures out that guns are useless in this environment because not only is ammo in short supply, along with all other supplies, but the sound also attracts the hordes of the undead to your position. A lesson Kyle has to learn the hard way.
Fall back! Fall back!
So, when it comes to facing the shambling masses, what is a highly trained covert agent to do?
What even is the context of this stupid-ass bit? Why am I in school? And why are you telling me to run? I don't have any legs!
With the oversaturation of the survival horror zombie genre, or for short, those games need to find a way to stand out. And even if it's pretty archaic and sometimes janky as hell, the parkour system implemented in Dying Light is enough to spice up the moment-by-moment gameplay and make surviving the hordes of the dead a much more compelling and interesting experience.
Dude, I can't hear you. No, dude, it's the mask. We can't.
You should play Ghost Runner.
Take the mask out
For real. But for real, play Ghost Runner.
Not if I kill you first!
Ghost Runner is a game with running literally in the title, so you should have known I would talk about it at some point. You play as a ghost runner named Jack, a robotic sentinel with a samurai sword designed specifically to do epic parkour moves and style on his enemies. A true weeaboo, master of the blade. I'm making it sound way dumber than it actually is. It is fast-paced, fun as hell, and most of it can be attributed to the seamless navigation mechanics present in the game. You have a context-sensitive grapple hook, a slide that seamlessly pairs with your jump and other moves. There is no fall damage, and you can chain dashes, grapples, wall runs, slides, and zip lines to move through the cyberpunk environs with ease. No, not that Get that shit out of here!
What's coming? I'm coming. Don't worry. I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. The burst made a mess.
The combat in this game is just as smooth as the running is, and for good reason. Everything goes down in one direct hit, including you. So you have to utilize all of your movement capabilities and push your Ghost Runner powers to the limit in order to stay alive, as you take on group after group of carefully placed and curated enemies. Each combat encounter becomes its own puzzle as you decide which enemies to tackle in what order, trying to blink into groups to take them on all at once or deflect bullets back at enemies while dashing away from others. On top of that, the game spawns you back in almost immediately upon failure, enhancing the flow of gameplay. No loading screens, just run and slash. It's that easy.
The bigger they are,
You know, it's almost like game flow and the way movement is programmed in video games are intrinsically tied together.
When you scratch your chin, does it feel like walking barefoot through grass?
I wouldn't know, Stoogie, because I hate grass. Oh no! God damn it! You brought up the grass and now they've come for me!
Oh, I don't think that's what this is, fuckhead.
Oh, good, so it's just a normal earthquake then.
Worse. A transition.
Movement shooters are the epitome of everything I've been talking about this whole time. They're almost as significant to my argument for fun and exciting navigation as my hatred of grass is to my entire being.
Fertilize this!
The first ever FPS game, and by extension the first movement shooter, is pretty famously known to be This game shook the world, became a staple of gaming culture, was featured on an episode of Friends.
Got it. You guys want to play Doom?
And basically invented the first-person shooter genre. Its creators then upped the ante by creating Wolfenstein 3D and, the game we're going to talk about in this segment, Quake. I've used the term movement shooter a bunch here, but what does that actually mean? Today we're asking the age-old question, are you a movement shooter protagonist? This man is currently cowering behind this piece of discarded infrastructure as hooligans assault him from the other side. When they take the time to reload, he will have the opportunity to return fire. He is not a movement shooter protagonist, because the mere presence of enemies immobilizes him, like a scared babe in a cornfield full of night goblins.
aren't you gonna get any help?
Absolutely not, chap. After all, you merely serve as an object lesson, and once this bit ends, your consciousness will be into the void and you'll cease to exist.
Wait, are you?
Quake is a game that encourages players to use the environment to the best of their ability to avoid gunfire and get in advantageous positions to shoot enemies. If you hold still in a Quake round, you're pretty much toast. As a result, the skill ceiling for this game is incredibly high, and has built an entire esports league empire around mastering the mechanics present in a nearly 30-year-old game. As early as 1996, id Software was proving that gaming as a medium is far more engaging when even something as simple as navigation requires thorough thought and investment.
What are you doing? You're in the middle of a video, fuckface.
I'm writing a formal letter of apology to all of the Assassin's Creed fans out there.
Why the fuck would you need to do that in a video about running in video?
Allow me to allow!
We've talked about how running can be a primary gameplay loop in a video game, and how it can be used in an existing genre to great effect in order to enhance what makes it good. But it's not always sunshine and roses. Wow, reading sucks. Sometimes game developers try to do a thing, and it sucks. Case in point, Assassin's Creed. the Ubisoft gaming franchise about metal pointy things and where men drive them, usually into the backs of other men. An iconic franchise to be sure, but is it good?
No.
The parkour system implemented into the game, if you could call it that, is inconsistent at best and at worst feels like trying to herd a cat through a maze made of pickles. It's buggy, it's finicky, it's obnoxious, and worst of all, it's critical. It's far easier to lose pursuing Templars on rooftops. Most of the main levels in the game require getting a height advantage of some sort to assassinate your targets, and half of the collectibles are hidden up high and out of the way. Not to mention the fucking towers! It's nothing short of a miracle that over the course of 12 games and nearly 15 years of combined development, Ubisoft as a company has managed to consistently deliver one of the most broken, unpolished parkour experiences I have ever seen. It's ironic. A franchise which has lasted 3 generations and has become a staple of gaming culture. A series about dashing from rooftop to escape pursuing Templars and take down high-priority targets seems to be content with standing still.
What are you looking at me like that for? Wait, you thought I was gonna end this video on a sour note? What do I look like? Some kind of guy who doesn't think things through? Sure, the AAA sphere has prioritized interesting movement mechanics less and less in recent years, but that doesn't mean video games have given up on the notion entirely. In reality... Sorry, just gotta get a... What am I doing? I'm trying to pull a thing out of a box for a transition, but I can't even do it because I have feet where my hand should be. Which doesn't even make any sense because a doctor would never sign off on this. So how the hell did I do it myself? I used to be a man. I had dreams and talent. I had 2 working hands and a massive personality. And now I only have like 2 of those things.
In Manus, in memory of hands.
Are you gonna kill yourself?
Maybe?
Can I have your stuff?
Absolutely not. It dies with me.
In reality, there are plenty of independent developers who see the importance of interesting movement mechanics in video games. Titles like Ultra Kill, Turbo Overkill, Get to the Orange Door, Super Hot, and more are showing AAA developers that we don't view the fast-paced blasters of the past as archaic and outdated, and they're starting to listen.
Game of the year winner is
Neon White.
Only one of us can stay in heaven, and I've got a score to settle.
Neon White is an amazing game. Oh my god, I can't believe it won. Hooray, finally, the Game Awards aren't poo-poo. No offense. Lol JK, so random of me.
I want to nominate this award to
Turbo Overkill.
and thank you everybody.
Sorry about that. Anyway. What I'm trying to say, and what I hope you've taken away from this video, is that running in video games should be fun. This is not fun. Neither is this. But this? Now that's fun!
How the fuck did you get your hands back?
Continuity.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, our continuity usually doesn't.
So that means I don't get your stuff.
Ha! Nope!
What's up, fucker?